Hello there and welcome back to Satisfactory. Yes, we're back on Satisfactory once again, going to be continuing a single player playthrough on the 1.1 experimental branch. So, if you weren't here last time, we really didn't get a whole lot done. We did some, we did some kind of tutorial stuff to kind of show people how to do circles with beams and stuff. Just kind of wanted to show that off, which took up most of the episode. And then we took some time to build a bridge. So we got big old bridge going across the purple forest. I forget what the forest is actually called. It has a name, but yeah. So we went across the purple forest with a big old arch bridge, 5 sections with the overarch bridge, all the blueprints and stuff, and got it going out to the grasslands so we can start doing our grasslands train loop. So without further waste of your time, let's go ahead and get on into it. Let's go. Alrighty, and here we are, standing on our beautiful bridge, our big beautiful bridge. Oh, there's a little bit of lag going on. Okay, yeah, my CPU is maxing out again a bit. Yep, look at that, max CPU. Let's go. I love it, man. Set her ablaze. If you're not setting your CPU on fire, you're not playing Satisfactory correctly. No, it's just because I'm recording as well. Like, if I stop recording, my CPU goes back down to around 80%, 70-80%. But once I start recording, it just boop, 100%. Now we're at max, and that's the reason for the FPS drop. Yep. I've been getting well versed in the PC stuff. Anyway, so what is our plan for today? Our plan for today is to basically we need to start on the grasslands loop that we're going to be making, because like I said, we're going to have factories inside of this loop. I have decided, I think, that all the factories are going to be inside of the loop as well, which will be good. Oh, let me fix that. I keep forgetting to freaking fix that lately. There we go. Fixed. Okay. Oops. Just gotta put that away. But yeah, we built this bridge last time, and it is beautiful. Don't worry about that wreck up there. I could dismantle it, but I kind of like having the wrecks around. Plus, I'm gonna wait for 1.1 to be officially released before I do stuff like that, because they might replace them anyway. I haven't removed a single wreck off of my map yet, so I have went and got all the hard drives though. I do have every single hard drive and every single Mercer Sphere and Summer Sloop on the entire map. I wanted to do the slugs, as I've said before, but unfortunately doing the slugs with every update, the slugs end up coming back, and I've cleared like half the map twice, and they've come back because of the updates that they were doing. So it's just like, okay, fine, I give up. I'm not going to clear every single slug off the map just for you to repopulate my entire map again with them. It's just like, you know what, no, if they're going to say permanently gone forever from now and forever, then I'll do it, but there's definitely no guarantee of that. But yeah, so we're going to be, I need to build the supports for this still. But yeah, welcome to the grasslands. We're out here all the way from the desert with our rail lines. Of course, we're going to have multiple rail lines. Like, we're going to have a T intersection roughly here-ish, and then we're going to have a T intersection over there as well, because that's going to lead out to the blue crater. So we're going to have 2 different ways that trains can get to and from the blue crater out to the grasslands. If they need to go up that way, they'll come up that bypass, and if they need to come out to the grasslands, they'll come up this way and come into the actual loop. Now I do want to I've always wanted to build a bridge across this. I've done it a few times, but it's kind of been meh in my opinion. So, but yeah, we're going to be building our loop. I don't know if we're going to be building any factories today. Probably not. There's a few other spots too, like down there, way off down there in the bottom. We're actually going to have a spiral that goes up and connects up there as well. I mean, maybe we shouldn't have too many bypasses, because then the trains aren't going to ever use our big bridge. But yeah, I want to put another big bridge over the top of this, but not anything that we have blueprinted already. I want to make a new one and go from here to there roughly. Because like I say, we're gonna have a T-crossing intersection. I might no, I can't lower this at all, can I? Not really, because then we're gonna end up with rail in the grass there. So we're gonna be up this. Well, I guess this mound kind of keeps us up high anyway. But yeah, like I said, we're gonna have an entire loop. We go onto the map here. We are going to have an entire loop that, loops all the way around like this, roughly. So yeah, there's our loop, right around this way. Because we're going to have factories in the middle here that's going to be connecting to this loop. And it's going to be nice. Now, the loop is not going to be perfectly circular. That'd be damn near impossible for me to maintain. Because even with a 5-degree rotation of the circle, it'd still be too small. I think the only way we could make it happen is if we did like a 1-degree rotation. We might be able to make that work, but yeah, it's not gonna be a perfect circle. We're gonna go basically straight out to the void across this little thing. I don't know if we're gonna build a bridge over this. I'm not sure. Maybe we'll put a factory in there. That'd be kind of fun. But yeah, we can loop around our rail line out this way, and then we're gonna go out to the void, and we're gonna follow the void edge all the way around the grasslands till we get to roughly that spot there. And then we're going to... Oh, some trees just populated. And then it's going to loop back around and come by that big old pillar there and then come up this way. But one of the factories is going to be off over there. So there is a big void spot. This one right here. That spot right there, that's where my nuclear pasta factory is going. Because I already have the design ready. Because I've already built it. I want to build it in this game as well. We're going to be doing nuclear pasta over there, and there's going to be a train line that comes up this way and follows this, and then it's going to connect up to the circle. Probably, I mean, it might go this way instead. I'm not really sure how it's going to get out that way, but yeah, it's going to be interesting. So yeah, like I said, we're going to be doing all kinds of factories out here. Oops, let's do the search. We're going to be doing circuit boards. We're going to be doing computers. And for computers, we're going to... I don't know which computer we're going to do yet. Oh yeah, we also need to make the crystal oscillator. See, this computer recipe is actually really good because it only requires an assembler. However, you still need a manufacturer, so there's almost no point in this particular one. Sure, it's more simple, but you're going to need a manufacturer anyway, no matter which way you go. No matter any of these that you use, you're going to be doing a manufacturer. So we're probably going to go with this recipe, the original. The reason I'm going to go with the original is because I have cable and plastic ready to go. Rubber, I don't have a whole lot of rubber right now. Now we could do a rubber factory specifically for computers to get our computer number up, because this does make 3.75 a minute. But we don't really need speed, more just we need computers. We don't really need computers extremely fast. We just need computers. So, yeah, I'll probably go with the original. I do appreciate, however, that there's no more freaking screws. No more screws for our computer, which is nice. And then we also need to do adaptive control units. We need to definitely do adaptive control units. I think there's only one recipe for these, which is going to take all of these, plus the computers that we're going to be making, the circuit boards and the computers out here. And then we also need to do a supercomputer. I think we're going to be doing there's an alternate that's actually better, I think. We'll have to take a look at that. We also need to do radio control units. The super state computer, this is the one I want to use. That's the one I wanted to use. The reason is because that gives a use for a battery factory, which we could make a battery factory out here as well. which with the battery factory, I'm going to be doing the traditional battery recipe, which is going to use sulfuric acid, plastic, and all that other stuff. And then we're also going to need to make electromagnetic control rods out here, as well as AI limiters and the other. So AI limiters, and we need to make the high-speed connectors too out here. So yeah, just a lot. And then, like I said, assembly directory systems. We might even do the magnetic field generators out here as well. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of factories out here in the grasslands. Kind of like a small city. I'm not going to put them all together. I'm going to try to keep them, separated at a decent space. But yeah, all the electronic factories pretty much are going to be out here, except for obviously wire, cable, and stators and rotors and motors. All those are we already got permanent factories for those. So yeah, if we need that stuff, it's going to be a long wait. We'll say that, because those factories are clear on the other side of the map. The long way as well, because this map is taller than it is wide. Yeah, those factories up here. So stators, rotors, motors, all those are up here. Cable and wires up here as well. We're going to have a lot of trains coming down this way. And then, you see where this oil train is right here? I think this is the oil train, because it's the only train. Yeah, it's the only train that comes out this way. That train line is going to come down this way. And then it's going to connect into our loop as well. So we're going to have two main lines that cascade around, as well as I might have a shortcut in here to make that happen. Although this is getting quite this area is getting quite populated with trains, so we definitely need to do a loop around here. And the other reason I'm going to do the loop is because we're going to have trains going in between factories, between the different electronic factories, just to make those work. So yeah, just a lot of stuff to get on with in this particular episode. So yeah, I guess let's go ahead and get started. I guess I should start by doing supports for this. And then we need to start building our loop. Once we get the loop done, then we can start building factories on the inside of it, near the edges of the loop, either on the inside or the outside, mostly on the inside. And then like designing factories around that. And we could probably I'll probably keep the loop mostly at the same level. I don't know yet though. Not 100%. But I also want to design some legs for the loop. I was thinking about this, and I was just like, I could use a blueprint and design like legs for, like, supports for it, proper supports for that loop that are designed with like lights and stuff. And I think that'd be really, really cool. So yeah, we might be getting on with that as well. But yeah, let me see if I can come up with a blueprint design for that specific thing I just mentioned. That would be pretty nice to build like a nice support for that as well. I think that'd be really, really cool. And I'll design it with we'll design it with a hypertube in mind. But yeah, like I said, I think that'd be really, really cool. Just trying to think of a way that could make that really nice. We're not going to do pipes and belts in between, obviously, because we're using the trains for that. Like I said, no belts and pipes between factories. The frame factories are the one exception I was willing to let that rule slip by. But this one, no, absolutely not. We got so much space out here, we can make this work as well. So yeah, let's see if I can come up with a decent design for that. Alright, and then like 3 hours later, I think I finally got something I'm happy with. It is this one took a while to build. So based on the Stargates, I was going to say, based on the warp gates from Star Trucker, that's why I said Star, Based on the warp gates from Star Trekker, I decided to make some warp gates here for our train lines, and I do plan on having 4 lines with this train, having 4 train tracks, 4 separate lines going in a circle around this area. And I'm going to try to keep it all at the same level as well, but more likely that might not happen in certain situations. We'll have to see. But yeah, I do want to keep it at a very decent height so that we can, go up and over and stuff like that. Just making a loop, and I think these for major supports could be really cool. So what I've got here as well is I've got these big old massive big pillar supports that are going to support this thing from the ground. Obviously, we can't have it floating. I don't care how good your technology is. We can't have it floating. But yeah, it's like I said, based on the kind of based on the gates that you have in Star Trekker. I would go further, but this blueprint's already getting expensive. Like placing the blueprints sometimes crashes my game. I've crashed over 6 times building the 2 blueprints that we're gonna have here. We might not even use them because of that. So if we actually go inside of here, you're gonna see the warp gates. So warp gate 5 bottom, we're going to place that. You can see I do not even have the iron plates needed. Let's grab some iron plates so you can refill. That's how expensive these are. They are very expensive, that I have to have iron plates in my inventory as well in order to build these blueprints. So yeah, if we take the bottom, the reason that there's so many iron plates is because there's a lot of lights on this one. I still don't even have enough iron plates. Oh, there we go. Finally, I have enough iron plates. Okay. I don't exactly know the height I'm going to be going with as well, so I guess maybe we'll just throw this down, put it like at that height there. Actually, maybe I should do the top. Hold on. Okay, this is already saved. I'm going to save that. Then I'm going to clear the blueprinter if I don't crash. Nope, I might have crashed. Nope. Oh, hey! Yeah, so let's get rid of it. Like I said, may be crashing here, trying to place these. Like I said, we might not even use them. They're so good, though! It might be a problem with the recent patch that they just did today as well. They were fixing some bugs and stuff, and they released a patch today for 1.1 experimental. And it might be the case of that might be causing me to crash more because of that. I'm not going to say it is, but I'm definitely going to say that it might be. So blueprints, warp gate top 5. This one, like I said, this one's going to be the... Okay, there we go. Roughly this height, though. Just as long as it doesn't start going upwards. Okay. And then we're going to go... Okay. Oh, actually, yeah, I need to give space for a T, don't I? I love that you can see that factory from here. Still. All right, let's get a T junction out. So we're gonna need to zoop this probably about here. Might put them that far apart. And it's like, what are you going to do for in between? It's just like, you know, I don't know what I'm going to do for... I know they're going to be close enough to where they'll... you'll see. Yeah, it's just one of those things. It's like I have to wait and see type of deal. Yeah, this looks pretty good. Okay, so... I might have to raise the height of this. I'm not 100% sure yet. I just need to... I need to get the top portion partially in so that I can figure it out. Yeah, see, this is one of the heights here, yeah. Okay, so we're going to have to raise it up a bunch in order to get it, because you can see how tall the actual blueprint is. It might be a little too tall. Well, I know where the bottom is going, so let's put the bottom in first. I know roughly the height. Oh, that was the other thing I wanted to see. Blueprints. Warp gate top. I wanted to see roughly the... Let's see, where's the height going to be? So the height is going to be right above that. Okay, so if the height is going to be there... Actually, no, it doesn't matter, does it? Oh wait, no, that's not what I was looking for. I remember what I was looking for now. I'm actually looking for the beam placement of the center. So if we center this, right, over this. Oh, that's not even centered. If we center it over this, it's like, how far is it going to go out? We'll say that's centered, probably. We might, I don't know. I don't think we'll have to overlap, but we'll see. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be exact. It's like I just kind of wanted to see where that was specifically. Alright, warp gate bottom. Okay, so the portion of it that I was looking at was roughly here, wasn't it? Yeah, so we'll say here, and then we'll go down, of course. I'm not going to touch the ground with it, but I am going to get close. Actually, I might even put it up this high. It's a little high, though, for the gates. I mean, maybe it's okay. I mean, maybe we'll make this into like a... I don't know, kind of like a factory piece. Like a central piece or something. Because, yeah, this is just not... Man, it's so weird. How am I going to make that work? I mean, for slopes, obviously, we have plenty of room to make it work, but... Yeah, it's just like, I was thinking maybe lower it. Like, quite a bit. We'll use our... So like that. Okay. Let's place it. And hope the game doesn't crash. Yep. Tis a big blueprint. A very expensive blueprint. Like, we can't even place another one. Oh, no, we have enough. Just barely, though. Oh, you know why? Is because we got rid of the... the thing. Okay, so let's say that's the bottom of our very first warp gate. Yeah, the bottom ones are a little bit cheaper. Put it in blueprint mode. And my game's probably going to crash after this. I would not doubt it. But yeah, roughly we need the same amount of gap between these two as between these two. I think it's going to be slightly smaller or slightly bigger, actually. It might be slightly bigger, actually. I can't believe my game hasn't crashed yet. Shh, don't say nothing. Yeah, this might be a bit high for our rail, but it looks so cool though, dude. It looks so good. I'm gonna end up running out of plates, aren't I? Oh my gosh, the amount of concrete can't keep up. Holy freaking crap. Oh, we're missing 1,000 iron plate. Or we're almost, we don't have enough iron plate. Yeah, just to build one piece of this. Okay, that's definitely got to change. Wait, does it? Oh yeah, this blueprint was a little bit interesting. Yeah, I do need to change that. Because I was having issues with the... issues with the bottom half of it. Yeah, and I think I know why as well. It just it was just like it's overlapping the blueprint, and then I couldn't. There's certain things I couldn't add to the top portion. What I might do is I might put the deck back down a blueprinter, place the blueprint in it, get it kind of raised up just a little bit, so that it's got that gap in there, and then we can get that fixed. Okay. And we don't want to load the blueprint, we want to place the blueprint in the blueprinter. Oh. Oh, I forgot. Wait, so the top blueprint is bigger than the bottom one somehow. How do I manage that? I don't know. But that does mean that this blueprint is useless now. We can load the blueprint in the blueprinter, but we can't place it in there. That sucks. Because that means I have a lot of extra work to do if I want to make this happen. So we'll have to do that like that. Yeah, that's basically the warp gate, though. It looks a little odd, I must say, when it's all together like this. I did try to make it work. Yeah, it's just gonna look a little odd, I think. It looks kind of cool. It just, yeah, it's it's a bit big, I must say. Maybe I went a little too crazy with this one. Yeah, it's just not gonna work. Unfortunately. It's just way too much, I think, for the game to handle. But yeah, I wanted these gaps. Oh, the top gap and the bottom gap don't fit. Like the... Oh, interesting. Weird. Weird that that doesn't fit correctly. Yeah, like I said, the bottom one was slightly smaller than the top, yeah. Okay, well, we tried. It looks cool, but man, it's all messed up. And I've already spent around 4 hours on this, so like 3 to 4 hours. It's just not... it's not refined yet, I don't think. Oh well. Okay, so we'll just have to do like normal stuff. Like I said, I didn't want to do normal bridges. I mean, I could rebuild the other bridge as well. And you think as well for our very first factory, we're going to go with the circuit board factory just right here. Coming up on the very top, because that's going to be one of the very early factories that we need going, is circuit boards. Yeah, I don't know. Oh. Apparently my inventory's full. Well, crap. Yeah. Awesome sink. Come here. We're gonna have to sink some stuff. I'm thinking concrete because it's the least amount. I'll sink a bit of everything. Oops. Oh well, I just screwed that up, didn't I? 3. What was 2? I don't remember what 2 was. But 2's like the power connector, isn't it? Yeah, that's what it is. Okay. Yeah, we'll just throw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll throw all my concrete in there, throw that in there, it's kind of useless. I could have swore I cleaned out my inventory. I mean, I know I picked up the blueprinter, but I didn't think of all of that was a part of it. I got infinite sources of this, so I am not bothered at all emptying out some of my inventory. I'm surprised we still have space for all those. We haven't turned those into alien DNA capsules in a long time. There's a lot of concrete down here. What takes a lot of concrete? So I'm thinking about putting a factory there. I think it'd be really good. But there's probably no electronic factories that take concrete. Sure. We can make it a limestone mine, I suppose. That could be very cool. Yeah, just make it a limestone mine. Just put a train station down there and make it a limestone mine. But yeah, I think we'll get started on our get started on our trying to think of it. Circuit board factory. Jeez, my brain went nope. Jeez. Okay. All right. So now I guess what we'll do for right now, while that's kind of sinking, is we'll get started on a circuit board factory just down here in the valley over here. I think that'd be pretty darn nice. I might use this grid. I'll have to test this grid first to make sure that it'll work for trains, as we often do. Yeah, we'll just get started on that. Yeah, I think what I should do is I should build a loop as I build factories. You know what I mean? That way I don't end up with, spending a week building train lines and we don't get anything else done. It's like if we do a bit of both, as we have been. Oh, yep, look. Finally, we came across a grid that has this. We have an issue. If I try to put a train station down on this grid, I'll show you. It doesn't happen very often. What just happened? Where am I? Oh, I'm inside the train. Why am I inside the train station? Yeah, I see my game starting to lag again. Like, weirdly. Yeah, see this gap right here? And see how it goes slowly, the gap slowly closes? That's placing it on this grid. So this grid is not a good grid for a factory. Oh, let me go and grab this before I forget about it. Oh, wow. I can't even take it all. I have too much. This empty? Nope. Take all that concrete. take all them plates. I got too much. Too much in my inventory. Okay. Yeah, so this grid definitely will not work for this train station. This because this grid was taken off of the. I'm actually glad I didn't build the supports yet. It's taken off of this. It's not taking off of the just the normal grid here. So what we'll do is we'll see if we can bring this up. If I can get a height match or close to, yeah, like there. And then we'll just zoom that over. Actually, I might zoom it over just a little bit more. Now this grid, the train will be able to be placed on. If we bring this out. Because it's not on that weird rotation. Yep. So that's all perfect. Alrighty, so then what we'll do is we'll take these and we'll go to here with them. I almost wanted to rotate slightly. Yeah, let's get a slight rotation like this so it matches the corner. Because there is a bit of a corner here. Ugh. Okay, so we'll have to move it over. That. That way there's not an S bend in it. Yeah. So this one has a slight bend to it, going the opposite way. So it gives it a little bit of an S bend, and it's like, no, that's not what we want. We want the corner to kind of straighten out, rather than S bend back to get straight. Alrighty, well at least we'll get something done today. Oh boy. Haven't really gotten anything done today. I've wasted like 4 hours of my life building a blueprint that's going to just be insane. So we do have a train station down in our 3 platforms. Like I said, we're gonna do a circuit board factory. Actually, while I was building this, I came up with an awesome idea. So you guys remember how I did the? If you don't remember, you should go back and watch it. But the episode where we built the versatile framework. There we go. I'm trying to think of the name. The versatile framework factory. That particular factory, all the train stations are outside, right? But the factory is actually above the train station in the center. I want to do that to the circuit boards. So I want to build the factory over the top of the center. So what I'm thinking of doing is having a wall that goes kind of straight up, and then I do want an angle, kind of like. We'll probably do it out of beams as well, or pillars, I mean. But yeah, just to give you a basic idea. And so we have a wall like that, right? And then we have a wall like this, right? And then we go foundations, of course, because that's really the only flat section at the moment. And then we go to the middle. Let's go one less, maybe. Maybe we go to the middle, and then we go like this. Oops. So something like that, and then we go up again. Okay, just like that. And then I was thinking too, at the very top, we do like this. And then we go up. Something like that. And then we go across. 1, 2. 3, 4. So yeah, I'm thinking about that. I think that would be really cool. So yeah, go up 5. I might move this. And then over 1. And then over 3, of course. I might go over 4. Now we'll go over 3. And then we go up 1. And then we go up 5. So yeah, we'll go... Let's remove these. Actually... Yeah, let's go up 10. I actually kind of like that. Right. So yeah, what do you think about this for a factory style? wait a minute, okay. That was not intentional. Shut up. Don't say it. Don't say it. I built a structural factory, okay? It's not intentional. But yeah, basically it's going to be that, but we go all the way down to the edge here, so we have this really like kind of long thing. But I was thinking about the circuit board and the way the circuit board is. And I was like, what if we have a circuit board like resting, not a circuit board, but something like a circuit board resting on top of the train station. I mean, at the very least, maybe we don't enclose the entire thing. Maybe we just go straight down like this. And then we basically just have a circuit board looking thing with it. Let's grab a circuit board real quick. There's something about like that, I think, though. I might go in the middle between the train stations, try to get centered, because the way the train stations are placed is a little bit interesting, but. Do I have any circuit boards? I do not. I just have a temporary factory making circuit boards anyway. Okay, and then we'll go over here. Go ahead and drop it. Yeah, something a bit like a circuit board, though, I think would be really cool. Maybe we'll just go straight up flat, just straight thing. And then maybe on the sides we'll kind of design it, kind of get some lighting that's like a circuit board. We'll come up with a design on the side of it. Yeah, I think that would be pretty cool. But having it like this, give it a little bit of depth. Yeah, let's get rid of all this. Looks like that could be kind of cool. Just have the circuit board come out of the top of it. Kind of like that. And we'll have lighting on the side and stuff. It's like that could be good. Something similar to that, though. I'm not 100% sure on the design yet, but that's the basic idea anyway. Oh yes, but unfortunately we are out of time for this episode. Good lord, I've already spent so much time on it. All day, just all day. It's been great though. I've enjoyed it. But that is going to be it for this episode of Satisfactory. So next time we'll get started on our circuit board factory as is. And we'll figure out what we want to do with it and how we want to design it and stuff like that. Start getting trains coming here, dropping off material. Now that we have a train station in place and whatnot, we could figure it out from there. But yeah, we'll see what happens. But anyway, like I said, that is going to be it. So I do hope you enjoyed. Oh, and before you go, I would like to give a huge shout out and thank you to all of the investors you can see here. Seriously, thank you. You guys are awesome. It is much appreciated. And until next time, I guess it's a goodbye.